everybody, my name is Davis and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another severe weather breakdown. Now today, we're going to be talking about an ongoing severe weather outbreak that's bringing damaging winds, large hail, and even a few tornadoes to a certain portion of the United States. In addition to that, we're also going to be talking about some concerning looking upcoming tropical systems. So let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, where we have two slight risks of severe weather. One of them centered up here in the northern plains, and the other one's going to be along the Gulf of Mexico here, alright? So tornado threat for today. If you're in that brown area, you have a 5% chance to see a tornado in your town. That does include the cities of Mobile, Alabama, and Dothan, Alabama. So if you're in that area, please do have a tornado action plan in place today. Damaging wind threat for today. If you're in either of those yellow areas, you have a 15% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in your town. So if you're in any of those areas, make sure that you are hatching down your trampolines. And large hail threat for today. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger in your town. So make sure that you are also protecting your vehicles in that area. Now moving on to tomorrow, we have another slight risk of severe weather for parts of the southeastern United States and a marginal risk of severe weather up in parts of the upper Midwest. Tornado threat for tomorrow. If you're in that green area, you have a 2% chance to see a tornado in your town, so make sure to have a tornado action plan in place there. Damaging wind threat for tomorrow. If you're in that yellow area, you have a 15% chance to see wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in your town, so look out for that. And then finally, the large hail threat for tomorrow. If you're in either of those brown areas, you have a 5% chance to see hail of 1 inch or larger in your town tomorrow, so look out for that. Now, moving on to Sunday, we have another slight risk of severe weather here for parts of the Central Plain, and if we turn it over to the probabilities map, we can see that we don't have a hatched risk of severe weather yet, but if I had to guess, if we were to get one in place, it would be for parts of northern Kansas, as it looks like some of those storms on Sunday could be pretty intense there. Now, Monday, we have a day 4 slight risk of severe weather here for parts of the Central Plains once again, so look out for that. And then even on Tuesday, we have a slight risk of severe weather for portions of the Mississippi Valley, okay? So this is probably going to be a pretty big day. I am included in that slight risk as well, so I'm going to be getting some awesome storm footage for you guys if we do get anything in my neck of the woods. Moving on to what the models are showing here for the next few days, we see our ongoing severe weather outbreak down in the deep south, and then if we take it out here far enough, we do start to see our event start up in the northern plains around 5 to 6 p.m. It gets pretty intense there. Going into 8 p.m. this evening, we see that kind of turn into mainly a damaging wind threat across parts of the Dakotas, while we still have some lingering strong to severe storms out in Georgia. Going into midnight tonight, that kind of continues with that same kind of pace. The severe storms start to move into Canada, though, and will mainly just be a problem for northeast North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota at that point, okay? So then we go into 7 a.m. tomorrow. All right, we start to see our next severe weather event evolve here in the southeast. All right, we got some of those severe storms impacting parts of southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. We go into 3 p.m. tomorrow. We see that continue into parts of the Florida Panhandle, southern Georgia, and then by 8 p.m. tomorrow, we're talking about some strong to severe storms potential across pretty much the entirety of the southeast here. And then if we go into Sunday morning here, all right, around 8 a.m. on Sunday morning, we start to see our event start up in the Central Plains. Again, it's going to be a pretty big threat out here for some severe weather across parts of Kansas and Nebraska. Again, you can kind of see most of northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska is going to be where the severe weather is concentrated to by the late morning time hours. By 10 a.m., that starts to move into parts of Missouri and Iowa there, and then by 2 p.m., that's pretty much done. Just some lingering strong to severe storms in southern Iowa. But that is as far out as we can go with the models there. So moving on to what the watches, warnings, and advisories are currently. We have flood watches in effect for a good portion of the deep south here, parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, so look out for that. We have some heat advisories in far southern portions of Florida, so if you're in that area, make sure that you are staying hydrated and limiting your outdoor activities. We also have some air quality alerts in effect for parts of Michigan and Indiana, so if you're in that area, again, make sure that you are limiting your outdoor activities. Some of the Canadian wildfire smoke is dipping down into the U.S. again, kind of like it did last year, so look out for that. Now, going on to what the models are showing for our upcoming tropical systems, okay, our potential tropical systems. We can see there's not nearly as much agreement with all the models here as there was originally about a big-time hurricane forming out here in the eastern Pacific. In fact, they're mainly just keeping it to strong to severe storm activity, all right? Now, if you've been watching the previous videos, you will know that the GFS has been showing a pretty intense hurricane out here, but now, I mean, it's just not showing anything. So what is the National Hurricane Center saying about this? Well, you can see that they have downgraded this from a 40% chance to turning into a tropical cyclone It's all the way down to a 20% chance. Now, this other one out here, this other disturbance, has a 30% chance to form into a tropical cyclone in the next 7 days, and a 30% chance to turn into a tropical cyclone in the next 48 hours. So we'll have to watch that one. But again, neither of these are looking quite as intense as they were originally. That's why I've been saying in the past few videos, this is still far out. We really don't know what these are going to do. So just don't be scared, be prepared. But yeah, anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do be sure to like and subscribe. If we do get any tornado warnings today, I will be going live, so make sure to tune into that, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.